You were formerly a leftist and a Democrat.
I was a liberal.
You say you voted for Hillary Clinton?
Yes.
But saw the light, so to speak, and moved towards the right.
I am walking away.
What was it that moved the needle for you?
When I made my original walkaway video that I put out in 2018, I described things like, I was a liberal because
I staunchly reject racism of any kind.
I was against sexism.
I reject the marginalization of any human being based off of their gender or sexual orientation.
But what I started to find was that within my own liberal camp, those very same qualities were happening. The left was becoming increasingly hostile toward white people.
For the first time in American history, the number of white people went down.
Toward men.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get?
Hating white people doesn't feel better than hating black people to me.
The biggest terror threat in this country is white men.
It's the melanin that connects us.
Right.
So the people that don't have it are a little, and I'm gonna say this carefully, are a little less.
Hating men doesn't feel better than hating women.
I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable.
To me, I was like, this is all just the same crap that I don't want to be a part of.
You talked about prohibiting straight males.
Straight white males who I believe supported Donald Trump by about 85%.
The ultimate thing that pushed me over the edge was the election of 2016. I voted for Hillary Clinton after being a two-time Obama voter. I always loved Hillary Clinton.
So tonight, I'm asking for your vote.
And was very excited to vote for her in 2016.
And tomorrow, let's make history together.
When the election turned out the way that it did,
an astounding upset victory, Donald J. Trump will become the 45th president of the United States.
I was confused and shocked and outraged and scared.
I didn't sleep the rest of the night, and I had to cancel my day today because I can barely function right now.
I was extremely confused about how it was that the media that I had trusted my whole life was capable of getting the election so wrong. CNN, MSNBC, and the works were saying that Donald Trump had a 3% chance of winning. Hillary Clinton was going to win in a landslide. This was going to be the greatest upset in election history. So first of all, there was this shock that the election turned out the way that it did. But then it forced me to start asking these questions like, why would anyone vote for this man?
Outside of the Civil War, World War II, and including 9/11, this may be the most cataclysmic event the country's ever seen.
I'd already so bought into the media narrative of Donald Trump and his supporters being racist, and bigoted, white supremacists,
and
all these different things.
Vote for Donald Trump is a vote against LGBT rights.
And then when he won, and so handily, I was kind of like, well, how is this happening and why? And so I went on this journey to understand, why would anyone vote for Donald Trump?
I'm pissed about everything that's happening.
Country's in bad shape, awful bad shape. We got to pull it back out of the fire.
Donald, he don't put all coal man back.
We don't need aluminum from China. Hell, we make it right here.
He's talking about jobs and he's talking about companies leaving America.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. There's so much passion.
And how is it that the media that I trusted, how did they get it so wrong?
He had almost no path a week ago.
And the ultimate moment was in January of 2017 when I went on Facebook and I posted this angry, scathing post about how I would never be able to understand how anyone could possibly vote for a man who was capable of mocking a reporter's disability. This woman named Diane, who used to babysit me when I was a baby, staunch Christian conservative, but she reached out to me privately and she said, look, I'm not trying to start a fight with you. I'm just asking, have you seen this? And it was a compilation video showing Donald Trump doing that same voice and that same gesture as he did at his rally in 2015 or 2016 when he was accused of mocking a reporter's disability. But the commonality in every instance of this was that he was imitating somebody who was flailing because they were caught in a lie or doing something shady or dishonest. So it showed very compellingly that he was not mocking that reporter's disability. He was making fun of the fact that that reporter who just happened to be disabled was flailing because he was caught in a lie. And that's when I started to realize that the media that I had been trusting was capable of being so deceptive and dishonest. And it sent me down this long journey of research for several months which ultimately, by the time I came out the other side, what I found was that Donald Trump was not my problem. Donald Trump was not my enemy. It was the media that I had been trusting my entire life. That was my enemy.